Hey everyone, welcome back. So I am back with Turbo. Yesterday I taught you guys how to do your figure eights by just going off of your leg. And today I want your challenge to kind of build off of that. One of my first reining trainers used to always do this exercise, and actually a couple of my reiner friends. And it just makes for a really, really nice like reining spin or pivot or whatever. Okay, so this is called four corners, is what we always called it. The game of four corners and the point of four corners is to start making a box, and then hopefully as quick as possible, that box will turn into a triangle, and then turn into like half a pivot, and then into a full pivot. So what the point of this exercise is, a lot of times when people are teaching your horses to do like pivots or a reining spin, they tend to choke up their horses, and their horse, I'm kind of picky about it. Like each horse has their own style, you're not supposed to mess with it, but on my reiners, I like a horse to drop their nose, flex into it, and kind of get down and dirty with it. I've been on some reiners that were locked and hopped, and it's no fun. But when they drop down and they get like really into it, that's a fun spin. So the point of this game is, so many people use too much hands and too much spurs that number one, they make their horses angry, but then number two, they get them locked up, tense, and then they almost start backing up into stuff, right? So the point of this game is we're gonna teach the horse to fish around our legs and to get forward movement on their own, right? So here we go. We'll just go ahead and try to make our box in here. So the point of this game is there is no point. You don't have to stay on a perfect square. We want to just be a horseman and follow the horse's feel. So as long as they want to spin, I'm gonna let him spin, and I'm not gonna get in his way, right? He thinks I want him to jog, but. Okay, so we'll start off in the middle. I'm gonna look, and I'm gonna squeeze with my outside leg, and I'm gonna try to just make a box. Okay, so I'm gonna cheat. It's not cheating. It's cheating on Turbo because he knows better. He just thinks I want him to do something different. But as I do this, I'm gonna go ahead and do it with two hands. As I squeeze, I want him to drop his nose like that. Good, you see how he dropped? Good, okay, so now I'm gonna do this for Turbo. He knows how to do this, but I'm gonna bring it to the next level. So hopefully, as you start to play with your horse and you start to make your box, if I squeeze longer, I'm gonna keep my leg on, and we'll see if we can at least make him, see that? And then I'm gonna walk out. So the minute your horse gets stuck or sticky, walk out. Good, okay. So again, this is gonna help get a nice forward spin, forward pivot. Good, okay. So as we go round and round, I'm gonna keep my leg on, and before he gets sticky, I'm gonna go ahead and let him walk out, okay? And then we'll start it this way. Good, I'm looking with my shoulders, gonna start my box. Try to get his nose into it, because I wanted to bend and stretch into it, that was better. I'm gonna keep my leg on and see if I can get him to sit. He's a little bit stickier on this side. So I guess that's good. Good, I'm gonna look up and over. Good, that's nice. All right, so the finished result and the point of that is, we'll pick Turbo's non-sticky side, is that if I come in and stop, now he's not a reiner, he's more of a pleasure horse, but he's a jack of all trades, master of none. So I'm gonna ask him to bend into it. Okay, I'm gonna look and squeeze, and as long as I keep my legs on, Turbo should stick and spin. So we'll do one last thing with that, because I'm at my 5-minute mark. The last part of this challenge, without running over your cone, the last part of this challenge challenge is then I want you to see if you can do your question box with no hands. Okay? So I'm gonna come up, start looking, and just use my leg. Good, so he's a little stuck. You can cheat, use your legs. Good, come forward. And then I'm gonna come around. Good, squeeze and see how long I can get him to sit. That's way better. And then, whoa. And we gotta work on our brakes. All right, so I hope that helped. And check in tomorrow and I'll give you a new challenge.